Hi, everybody. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Weekly video, coming to you from out of town in an undisclosed location, at least for a little while. I'm in a bunker. We'll just put it that way. We have quite a week to take a look at, not from like every day there's something going on, but there are some big things going on this week. So let's jump into the chart and take a quick look. As we begin the week on Monday, we're basically following the moon around, except for a couple of big things happening. The moon begins on Monday in Libra, and this is really cool. So Monday evening is when the moon goes void of course to leave Libra and go into Scorpio. And when it goes void of course, look at what it does on its way out. It trines the sun. So this is a really cool lunar aspect to take advantage of. You can lean into this from the standpoint of risking putting yourself out there kind of thing, that this is one of those roll the dice, take a chance, maybe shine a little bit of illuminated light on yourself that you normally wouldn't do. You'd hold back. The sky today says you've got it all on your side. Again, that happens tonight when the moon goes void. Of course, it's about 6 o'clock Eastern time. So you've got all day basically. And of course, convert that to your own time zone. It'll be the middle of the afternoon in the Pacific, but you've got most of the day today to roll the dice on yourself. So get it done early while that sun is in that favorable position, and the moon. Now, the first of those big things that happens this week, and I'm going to circle this entire area of the chart right here. But the sun, as you notice, now is at 0 degrees Pisces. That happens at 5 a.m. Tuesday morning. So we begin Pisces season with a bang. And I've had this chart in the natural zodiacal order with 0 degrees Aries as the ascendant point. And if you notice, that puts the spotlight on the 12th house. Now, to me, the 12th house gets a bad rap, and I like to take the side of the underdog. So it's like the 12th house, oh, secret sorrows and self-undoing, hidden things. Yes, hidden treasures. But Mark Edmund Jones says that the 12th house is the well from which the first house draws. Now, think about that. What he's describing is our subconscious mind. Things hidden in our psyche are hidden in the 12th house. So when the sun moves into Pisces on Tuesday, it is going to illumine our 12th house and all that's in it. I am really seriously thinking about doing something special for this entire period on both Fun Astrology and Subconscious Mind Mastery, my other podcast, which was kind of my turning point. I realized this subconscious programs everything in our lives. And look at all that we have in there now. We have the sun as of Tuesday, Mercury at about 7 degrees. The sun will chase it down. Mercury is going to be slowing down in March to go retrograde. So the sun will be chasing a slower moving Mercury. As Mercury gets stronger here, then about 3 weeks from now, just shy of 3 weeks, it will hunt down and cross over Saturn. And then it will catch the North Node and Neptune on its way out, headed toward Aries. So this is going to put this big shining light, especially on these later degrees of Pisces. And that's going to mostly be, well, Saturn will be moving in here too. So Saturn, the North Node, and Neptune. And interestingly, we have a yod in today's chart. I don't really have it showing up really well on this, the way I have the aspect lines, but here it is basically. It's the moon, and, well, actually it was Monday. The yod was Monday. Moon, Uranus, and then all of this in Pisces, in the later degrees of Pisces. So there's almost this finger of God, if you will, the yod, the finger of God, a fated, destined kind of aspect that says that these things are going to continue to come to light. These secrets are going to continue to be revealed. Our own subconscious is going to be experiencing this once in a lifetime for us, because Neptune takes 165 years to go around the chart. So really, it's multiple lifetimes for us to experience this opportunity. And that's why I really want to do something special with it. I need to get thinking about that and focusing on what I'm going to do now that I'm at a place where at least I'll be for a little while. So, this is the powerful energy of the week. I mean, it is the coup de grace of what's going on. And then the other thing that happens, this will be Sunday, is our old friend down here in Cancer, Mars, turns direct. And that doesn't happen until 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. So, if you're waiting for that like I am, remember, don't be the aggressor during a Mars retrograde. Usually the aggressor loses. So if you have something that you're working on that you need to just kind of lay chill, do it and to stay that way all the way until Sunday night. Don't do anything until next week. And I would even say give it a few days to get moving forward before you take any kind of step forward, kind of aggressive kind of action. Because in a conflict, I'm talking conflict situation here. In a conflict, the aggressor during a Mars retrograde typically loses. It's not to your advantage. So one more week to go on that. Now, I want to give you some dates to fix in your mind. So let's look at these from a graphic standpoint. First of all, Venus goes retrograde March 1st. It has been in the shadow period, slowing down, getting more powerful. March 1st, it goes into retrograde until April 12th. Then Mercury on March 1st starts slowing down to go retrograde on March 15th, and it stays in retrograde until April 7th. Then, on top of all of that, we're going to have the moon wobble, which is peaking with the sun conjoining the north node. That will be on March 17th. You either back up 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Different people interpret it differently. I kind of like the 3 week. And one of the reasons is I'll never forget that attack where Hamas what's the right word? Invaded that music concert and started this Hamas, Gaza, Israel conflict that we've been experiencing. That happened just outside of 3 weeks of the moon wobble there in 2023. So we have I think, a marker where we have to back up 3 weeks from that March 17th date, and that puts us to February 24th. Then we're going to set our sights on the end of March. This is March 31st, and you notice that Neptune has now entered Aries. And then just a few minutes before midnight on May 24th, so basically May 25th, Saturn also comes into Aries. They conjoin right there at 0 degrees Aries, and that begins the Aries vortex that we've been talking about, especially with Ray Merriman and the Forecast 2024 books. And that is when the energy really changes. Now, that's short-lived. They only stay in there for a little bit. They turn retrograde, go right back out, come back again in the fall, go back out. Then in 2026, they finally both go in together for good. So there is this dance that we're going to be experiencing for a year, just like we did with Pluto when it danced over 0 Aquarius. We're going to be seeing these two dance over 0 Aries for a year, and it is going to be one incredible energetic change. So we do have a lot going on, and we don't. Because these are little drop-ins. We have the drop-in on Tuesday, and it's big. We have the drop-in on Sunday with Mars going direct, and it's big. And in between, the moon goes from Libra to Scorpio to Sagittarius to Capricorn and almost right up to Aquarius on Sunday night, but not quite. That will be on Monday. So I hope you have a great week. That gives you the lay of the land, kind of from the whole perspective of this is what's in front of us. Energetic changes as we move from the spiritual, from the inner, from the saints go marching in, as Steve Forrest wrote in 2016 about this Neptune in Pisces. Now we move into action, and that's going to be the theme for the next quite a while, 15 years that Neptune will be in there. So it's going to be a stretch, and we are going to go through some energy that planet Earth has never experienced, because at the same time that's happening, Jupiter will be changing signs, Neptune will be changing signs, and of course, Pluto has just changed signs. So the whole structure of the energy that we've been operating under for the last, say, 15 years broadly is going to be shifting. And that's going to be an exciting time. We'll be here to cover it all Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you on the daily podcasts. The girls will be here too this week, and we will cover it all like a blanket. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.